Maintenance forms and records. Question. Where is the record of compliance with airworthiness directives or manufacturer's service bulletins normally indicated? Answer. Aircraft maintenance records. Question. If work performed on an aircraft has been done satisfactorily, the signature of an authorized person on the maintenance records for maintenance or alterations performed constitutes. Answer. Approval for return to service only for the work performed. Question. During an annual inspection, if a defect is found which makes the aircraft unairworthy, the person disapproving must. Answer. Provide a written notice of the defect to the owner. Question. What is the means by which the FAA notifies aircraft owners and other interested persons of unsafe conditions and prescribes the condition under which the product may continue to be operated? Answer. Airworthiness directives. Question. Which is an appliance major repair? Answer. Overhaul of a hydraulic pressure pump. Question. Where should you find this entry? Removed right wing from aircraft and removed skin from outer 6 feet. Repaired buckled spar 49 inches from tip in accordance with Figure 8 in the manufacturer's Structural Repair Manual No. 28-1. Answer. FAA Form 337. Question. Which maintenance action is an airframe major repair? Answer. The repair of portions of skin sheets by making additional seams. Question. Which aircraft record entry is the best description of the replacement of several damaged helicoils in a casting? Answer. Answer. 8 1/4, 20-inch standard helicoils were replaced. The damaged inserts were extracted, the tapped holes gauged, then new inserts installed, and hangs removed. Question. Which maintenance record entry best describes the action taken for a control cable showing approximately 20% wear on several of the individual outer wires at a fair lead? Answer. Where within acceptable limits, repair not necessary. Question. Which maintenance record entry best describes the action taken for a .125-inch deep dent in a straight section of half-inch aluminum alloy tubing? Answer. Dented section removed and replaced with identical. New tubing flared to 37 degrees. Question. Which statement is true regarding the requirements for maintenance record format? Answer. Any format that provides record continuity and includes the required information may be used. Question. When a 100-hour inspection is completed, if separate maintenance records for the airframe, power plants, and propellers are maintained, where is the entry for the inspection recorded? Answer. In each record. Question. For aircraft operated under Part 91, when is aircraft total time required to be recorded in aircraft maintenance records? Answer. After satisfactorily completing inspections. Question. For aircraft operated under Part 91, what difference is there, if any, between the record entry requirements for maintenance, for example, repair or alteration, and the record entry requirements for inspections, beyond the description of the work performed and the type and extent of inspection? Answer. Aircraft total time is required to be included only in the inspection entry. Question. If more space is needed for a work description entered on FAA Form 337, what information should be included on the attached sheets, in addition to the rest of the work description? Answer. Aircraft nationality and registration mark, and the date the work was accomplished. Question. A person installing a product, part, or appliance on a type certificated product must make certain that the item's records document what type of statement? Answer. The product, part, or material meets FAA airworthiness standards. Question. Which aircraft record entry best describes a repair of a dent in a tubular steel structure dented at a cluster? Answer. Welded a reinforcing plate over the dented area. Question. Question. Who is responsible for making the entry in the maintenance records after an annual, 100-hour, or progressive inspection? Answer. The person approving or disapproving for return to service. Question. For aircraft operated under Part 91, which of the following records must be retained for at least 1 year, or until the work is repeated or superseded? Answer. Records of maintenance, alterations, preventive maintenance, 100-hour, annual, and progressive inspections. Question. A certificated mechanic without an inspection authorization who signs the appropriate block on FAA Form 337 is doing what? Answer. Certifying that the work was done in accordance with the requirements of 14 CFR Part 43. Question. For aircraft operated under Part 91, which of the following records must be retained and transferred with the aircraft when it is sold? Answer. Records of the current status of applicable ADs, and date and time when recurring ADs are next due. Question. An aircraft owner was provided a list of discrepancies on an aircraft that was not approved for return to service after an annual inspection. Which of the following statements is/are true concerning who may correct the discrepancies? 1. Only a mechanic with an inspection authorization. 2. An appropriately rated mechanic. 3. Any certificated repair station. Answer. 2. Question. When a discrepancy list is provided to an aircraft owner or operator after an inspection, it says in effect that, answer. Except for these discrepancies, the item inspected is airworthy. Question. In order to reconstruct lost or destroyed aircraft maintenance records, what is it necessary to establish? Answer. Total time in service of the airframe. Question. When approving for return to service after maintenance or alteration, the approving person must enter in the maintenance record of the aircraft. Answer. A description, or reference to acceptable data, of work performed, date of completion, the name of the person performing the work, if someone else, signature, certificate number, and kind of certificate held. Question. What is / are the appropriate actions concerning minor repairs performed on a certificated aircraft? 1. FAA Form 337s must be completed. 2. Entries must be made in the aircraft's maintenance record. 3. The owner of the aircraft must submit a record of all minor repairs to the FAA at least annually. Answer. 2. Question. When work is performed on an aircraft that necessitates the use of FAA Form 337, who should prepare the form? Answer. The person who performs or supervises the work. Question. What is the status of data used as a basis for approving major repairs or alterations for return to service? Answer. Data must be FAA approved prior to its use for that purpose. Question. Which statement is true regarding the use of FAA Form 337? Answer. FAA Form 337 is not authorized for use with other than U.S. registered aircraft. Question. After making a certain repair to an aircraft engine that is to be returned to service, an FAA Form 337 is prepared. How many copies are required and what is the disposition of the completed forms? Answer. 2. 1 copy for the aircraft owner and 1 copy for the FAA. Question. Who is responsible for upkeep of the required maintenance records for an aircraft? Answer. The aircraft owner. Question. An aircraft was not approved for return to service after an annual inspection and the owner wanted to fly the aircraft to another maintenance base. Which statement is correct? Answer. The owner must obtain a special flight permit. Question. Each person performing an annual or 100-hour inspection shall use a checklist that contains at least those items in the appendix of. Answer. 14 CFR Part 43. Question. An FAA Form 337 is used to record and document. Answer. Major repairs and major alterations. Question. After a mechanic holding an airframe and power plant rating completes a 100-hour inspection, what action is required before the aircraft is returned to service? Answer. Make the proper entries in the aircraft's maintenance record. Question. Which of the following may a certificated airframe and power plant mechanic perform on aircraft and approve for return to service? 1. A 100-hour inspection. 2. An annual inspection, under specified circumstances. 3. A progressive inspection, under specified circumstances. Answer. 1. 3. Question. What is ATA ISPEC 2200? Answer. Standardized electronic documentation for aircraft models.